watching videos. What's going on? So I'm doing a Saturday ride along. It's Saturday, and we in South Carolina, and thought I'd do a video for y'all real quick. I've been busy this week. I haven't had a chance to do a video for y'all. Give y'all some content. You know? I just finished my last load for the week. And I just finished my last load for the week. And you know, I was trying to get the load, get to the customer last night, but I couldn't make it. So that's how it is in trucking. Sometimes that last load just it rolls over into the weekend. You know, you can't always get home on a Saturday or Friday night. I mean, that's just that's my challenge I do. Is that 85? Yeah, this is I-85, man. I'm heading to the house. I'm gonna put some fuel in the truck first. Get me ready for next week. Go ahead and fuel the truck up while I'm up in South Carolina. Top the tanks off. It's a fuel stop down here on 85 past the pilot. I think it's exit 30. I think it's exit 32 or something like that. They got fuel. They got fuel for $2.65 a gallon. So I'm gonna get that, top the truck off, get it ready for tomorrow. Not tomorrow, I'm sorry, get it ready for next week. I can just go to the customer, get loaded, and get going on that load. I got 2 loads booked for next week. And that'll give me, I can just get up in the morning on Monday morning and just go. I don't have to worry about it. I was gonna wait till Monday to book some loads because, the best time to book loads is, either the day before or the day of. You can get the best rate. So you don't want to book too far in advance. And that's what we got going on. But I hope y'all can hear me. I don't know, because the phone is far away. It's attached to the dashboard up here. The phone is attached to the windshield. So I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I hope y'all can hear me. Oh, okay, yeah, I appreciate that. Javon, man, where you been? You used to be here all the time, man. I need you to watch out for these trolls, man. Watch out for them trolls. Team 48 said, did the beer load from Cartersville require anything different? Permits? Well, when you got your own authority, you been away. What happened? You was in jail. What happened? I hope you didn't get locked up, man. You be out there causing trouble. So when you got your own authority, you got to be mindful of the. You got to be mindful of the product that you pulling and the customers that you go into. You know, I know a lot of guys, they want to get their own authority and all that stuff, but it's a lot of work, you know? It's a lot of work. Because being a company driver and being leased on, you got the company, you know, backing you up when you do something wrong. And they're not gonna let you, they already pre-screened your loads for you. Like if you're running for Snyder, you already got the permits because they're a big carrier. They already got the permits. So with that being said, when I pull a beer load, I usually don't run beer loads no more than maybe 300 miles or so. Because there's specific beer loads. Hold on, y'all. Somebody getting pulled over on me. There's specific beer loads. Oh man, you seen that? I don't know what happened. But so there's specific beer loads that I look for. And going to specific places. And usually I don't just book beer loads just to be booking them. Okay, when you got your own truck and trailer and running the truck, it's business. And so usually when I book a beer load is usually gonna take me to another area that's got freight. Other than that, I wouldn't book a beer load. I don't usually book beer loads. However, with that being said, usually I'm booking a beer load that's going about 300 to 350 miles, and it pays very well. You know, $1,000, you know, most of the time, 900 to $1,000 going to areas where I know they got freight. For example, the load that I got picking up on Monday is a beer load, right? Now, that load is gonna take me to another load, like it's very close. The deadhead is like 20 miles. That's the only reason why I booked it. Because I looked at the load, I said, okay, it's going to this city. And then I looked at that city and I was like, okay, it's some freight coming out of there. Okay. It was about 3 loads that I was looking at. And I was like, okay, I booked the beer load and then I went back to the other city and then I booked that load too. That'll secure me freight for next week. So that way I don't have to be working hard and looking. So I usually book loads 2 at a time. I usually don't book one load blindly to areas, you know what I mean? And so that's my fuel stop right there. You see it? See the billboard right there? 7-Eleven, exit 32. That's where we going. I'm gonna top these tanks off, be ready for Monday. So that's generally how I run my truck. I book my loads 2 at a time. You know, I book. Sometimes you get caught because sometimes about time you book that one load and the other load be gone, or it's always something that one load can cancel and mess your whole game plan up. But I'd rather do that than to get to an area that don't have freight, and then you stuck. It makes a little bit of checks and balances. But as far as permits is concerned, I run down here in the South. None of the states down here in the South require beer permits to run loads. The only state that I'm aware of that require beer permits, I think, is Ohio, Wisconsin, and I think that's about it. And I rarely, if ever, pull a load up to Ohio because they don't pay that good to go up there. You're talking about a 45,000 pound load going up to Ohio. You're talking about 45,000 pound load going up to Ohio. So that means you got to go up Mount Eagle, I-24. You got to go up 65. No, I take that back. No, you're going up 75. So that means you got to go up I-75, go up through Kentucky, all them hills and mountains with that 45,000 pound load. Nah, I never seen a beer load going up that area and pay that good. It's too many other loads. If I'm gonna take a load up to Ohio, I'm gonna take a light load up to Ohio. I'm gonna take something about 30,000 pounds or less up that way. If I'm gonna go up to Ohio. And so usually when I take beer loads, I'm very cautious with those loads because it's a beer load. It can tip over, and you just take your time with it because you mess around with a beer load, you know. Trying to get to my fuel stop here. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, Uber Freight, brokers are not required to tell you whether you need permits to run your truck. That's your job as the service provider. And like I said before, when I started the discussion, when you got your own truck and trailer, you are responsible for running your business. You are running a business. No broker out here is responsible for making sure you got the proper permits to be in business. So if you're gonna book a beer load, you need to have the proper insurance, the proper permits to run the load. That's just business 101. So if you run it in states that require a beer permit, well, you need to go ahead and acquire those permits. So there are some brokers that do require you to submit a permit to run loads. I think Coyote require you to do that. I think. Don't get me wrong, but I think. I think Convoy. I think, but generally, no broker out here is required to some brokers just do it as a precaution for them, so that way they don't waste no time, you know, so that they don't waste no time fooling with a carrier that doesn't have the proper permits to be in business, you know. You know, no broker is required to make sure you got an ELD in your truck. You know what I mean? Like that's not their problem. So just a little bit of common sense. But Big Chris said, Volvo, thanks for putting me on with that plug on the fuel card. Oh yeah, man, because you know, I'm not making no money on I asked the guy, do they have a referral program? He said they don't have no referral program, but you know what? I still help guys out. I still want to help guys out, you know. Go ahead and get this cheap fuel, $2.65 a gallon. $2.65, that's cheaper than what I get with my fuel card. It's like 2 cents cheaper. With my own fuel card, I can get fuel for $2.67 a gallon. But you know what? I'm gonna come here and get it for 2 cents cheaper. That's how I am, man. I'm a penny pincher. That's just what it is, man. $2.65. That's just what it is. 2 cents is 2 cents. I mean, let me see. I'm gonna put probably a good 50 gallons in here. Maybe about 60 gallons. I mean, 60 gallons times 2 cents. I mean, it ain't a bunch of money, but it's some money. Get in here, $2.65. You're gonna get in here, $2.65. Get this fuel for $2.65. Let me see how we flip this thing around. Yeah, YouTube. What's going on? I'm gonna finish this video with y'all, and then I'm gonna put fuel in the truck. You must be in South Carolina. Yeah, I'm in South Carolina, man. You know, I'm about 2 hours away from the house. I should be at the house probably about 11 o'clock, something like that. Convoy doesn't require it in NY or New Jersey. They do mention it on the rate, though. I haul quite a bit of convoy beer loads. Yeah, man, it's you know, I mean, sometimes I be talking off the top of my head because, you know, I can't remember all the places that require beer permits, but I know the areas that I run. And most of the time I'm going to run a beer load from Georgia to Alabama, Georgia to South Carolina, and that's about it. That's about the only place I'm running beer loads. Georgia to Jacksonville, that's it. That's about it. Georgia to like Atlanta, Georgia to because it's 2 places that I run beer loads out of. I run beer loads out of Savannah, and I run beer loads out of Cartersville. That is it. That is it. Because they got Heineken. They got a Heineken warehouse in Savannah. Okay. Pooler, Georgia. That's why I pull some beer loads out of. Because sometimes they'll have a beer load going straight to the house. And so I would book a load out of there for about 700. Okay. Sometimes I can get it up to 1,000, but with the rates of paying now, I can get a beer load paying about 600 to 700 going to Atlanta out of Savannah. Cool. I'm gonna do that. And the appointment times are more favorable, so I do it. I usually don't hold a beer load over the weekend. I don't like doing that because it's a beer load. It's a beverage. Okay. I don't like holding that kind of stuff. I don't like having that kind of freight in my possession. I don't like that. So if it's on a Friday and I see they got a beer load, I I usually want that beer load delivered on a Saturday. Okay. If it's delivering on a Monday, I ain't taking it. It's a whole lot of freight on the board. Okay. Book something else. I won't book it. Yeah, so that's how I roll when it comes to beer loads. I'm very selective on beer loads because it's a type of freight that's subject to a lot of garbage. And so I'm trying to keep it clean. That's all. So that's why I'm very selective on beer loads. They gotta pay. If they don't pay, and the rate isn't favorable. The rate isn't a rate that's better than all the other loads in the area. I don't want it because there are other loads I can book other than that. So it's business, man. It's business. You know. Team 44 said apply well for a few cards. Send me an email, man. I'll send you the guy that I got my fuel card through, and I get fuel discounts from TA and Petros. I don't get no referral from the guy. I spoke to him. I said, hey man, y'all need a referral program. I got a YouTube channel. I got a lot of followers. I can you know, so I can do something. He's like, yeah, he's gonna look into it. So send me an email at 44trucker@gmail.com, and I'll send you the information to call the guy, and he'll set you up on a fuel discount program. You know, you gotta have your own authority, of course. I mean, I would suggest you have your own authority, but you know, that's what I suggest. Oh, you a chick? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. It's, you know, trucking is trucking, male or female. You ain't worry about that. I mean, you and your husband can benefit either way. So it is what it is. Big Chris said, I won't touch beer or water, period. I'm on my heaviest load this week, 26,000 pounds. Big Chris, you're a trip. I mean, I would say half the loads that I pull is water, because water loads, Team 48, we're from Villa Rica. Okay, yeah, Team 48. Yeah, what's going on, Team 48? That's the name of y'all trucking business? Team 48 Logistics, Team 48 Trucking. That's a good trucking company name, Team 48. Oh, well, I mean, y'all ought to think about trademarking that, getting the LLC. I would go on the Secretary of State right now and see if that business name is available. I like that name, Team. That's a good trucking business name, Team 48 Logistics, Team 48 Transportation. I mean, I like that name, Team 48. Because, you know, with trucking, we do 48 states and trucking, right? 48 states. I do 48, the whole 48, you know? So it's a good trucking business name. Buddy said you don't need an MC number to apply. Well, I say guys with their own authority. I misspoke. That's my bad. But I say guys with their own authority because most guys who want a fuel discount program is guys who have their own authority. It's really no reason to get on the fuel discount program if you don't have your own authority, because usually you probably getting a good discount through your carrier. Now, for me, I'm my own carrier, so I did a whole lot of research and a whole lot of work to find a good fuel discount program that's compatible, that's comparable to a fleet discount program. So with that fuel card, I can hire probably about 4 or 5 guys. I could probably run I can run a fleet with that fuel card because I can log on to it. I can set parameters and I can set fuel limits. I can I can do the same thing as the fleets do. I can issue checks and I can do all this stuff. So that's what I was looking for. And because if I needed something where I can grow with the program. So that's what I was saying. I didn't tell the whole story of what I was thinking at that point. But if you leased on the Snyder, like that fuel card, the fuel card that I got, if you leased on the Snyder or some other company, I'm probably getting maybe 10 cents more. I'm probably getting about 10 cents more. Because when I was at Snyder, I was getting like 20 cents off, maybe 25 cents off. With my fuel card, I get anywhere from 20 to like 50 cents off. On the regular, I get 40 cents off. Okay. I get 40 cents off. Now, see this place here, their regular fuel price is close to the discount price that I get at a TA. But you don't see these all the time. These independent truck stops, you don't see them with that low of a price all the time. Okay, so that's why I came here, because it's 2 cents cheaper. Because at a TA, the pump price is $3 a gallon. I get 30 cents off that price. Is it 30? Hold on. $3 a gallon minus 267. Yeah, I get right now this week I'm getting like 33 cents off. But even still, this place is cheaper. It's 2 cents cheaper. Hey, it's 2 cents. It's 2 cents is 2 cents. It is what it is. So you might steal it. Team 48 Logistics. Y'all the trip, man. Don't steal them people's name now. Come on now. Hendrick Motorsports has that on. Oh, okay. So they have that trademark. Well, you can flip it a little bit. I guess you can say, you can spell it like team and spell 48 and have that spelled, or it's a way to make your business name different without it being like somebody else's. You got to be very careful. You don't want to trademark on somebody else's product, but at the same time, you can come close without infringing on their, but it's a lot of movement going on at this truck stop, I swear. A lot of movement going on. But yeah, so we did pretty good this week. We did pretty good this week, and as soon as I put this fuel in the truck, then head on to the house, and I got some stuff to do at the house. Maybe I'll do a video about that. I'm in the middle of fixing on my truck, my pickup truck. I'm replacing the valve springs in it. Any of y'all know about Dodge pickup trucks? the valve springs go bad in them trucks. And so, Chrysler, they just make crappy products. I don't know why they do that, but they just make crappy products. So I'm in the middle of replacing the valve springs in my pickup truck. And that's what we doing. Javon say, Walmart announced that their prices are going up because Trump tariffs with China. I mean, they can't go up too far because Walmart is already a discount retailer already. So, I mean, it's politics. I really don't get into that politics stuff because as long as I've been in trucking, we've had so many presidents, and I always made money in trucking. So I really don't get into the politics because it's nothing really. We just talking, man. We just talking, and I like to talk about things I can get involved in, that I can control, and I can have a real result, And so I like to talk about getting my authority. I like to talk about investing, real estate, stocks, and trucking business and things that I'm involved in. Like, I can't do nothing about tariffs going up. That's nothing I can do about that. But that's just certain things I don't really get involved in, or nor did I have an interest in, because I know tariffs have something to do with trucking and the volume of transportation, but hey, whatever, man. But I'm about to put this fuel in my truck. I don't want nobody to get mad because I'm sitting in a fuel island, holding up the line here. But two things you don't argue about: politics and religion. Yeah, I guess so. It's just neither one of those topics I don't care about. Religion, I'm not a heavily religious guy. I mean, I am a Christian. I do believe in God, but you're not going to catch me walking around preaching and reciting scriptures and getting in folks' face about God. And, everybody got the right to believe in what they want to believe in. And so for me, I grew up in the church, I'm a Christian. That's just what it is. I mean, it is what it is. So if you don't like Christianity, hey, this is your life, man. You can do what you want to do, I mean, I believe it's a scam anyway. All of it is a scam. Religion, politics is all a scam anyway. It's just an old-fashioned way that it's just an old-fashioned way that they use to control people and have power over your mind. And so like, I do believe there's a higher power of man. I do believe that. But other than that, that's where it stops, because it's like, like, you got some people let religion like rule their whole life, and like, that's not how it works. It's you do have some control, but you got some people, there's a certain level of power that people give to religion that have no business giving up their power. To me, I just see it as just a way of being lazy. And the thing is, people are so lazy. Like, people are so lazy. It's unbelievably lazy that they're willing to give their life to sit around and let somebody rule and control their life, and it makes no sense. And it's, is it's just a shame. It's just a shame that man has come so far
to where we that doggone lazy to where we don't even want to stick up for ourselves. We just say, well, I'm gonna just leave it to God. Nah, you shouldn't leave it to God. You should get your butt up and try to do something about it. That's what you need to do. But that's where we are, man. But I don't wanna get into that. You know, I don't want to get into it because take a break in a few. you, but hey, man, I appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. I'll see y'all next time.